has almost been a month ago at this point since I last spoke of one of the worst mothers I have ever seen on TikTok, if not the worst. You know, that place will probably always be taken by that one TikTok mom I spoke about. And during the time that my sister had a benign tumor, she blamed me for it because apparently I'm a Satanist because I'm goth. Just for anyone's information, just want to let everybody know right now who subscribes to this channel, I don't follow any faith of any kind, including that one. Seeing as it's only gotten worse since I did my original video, I can't help but to talk about this again. The humiliation has gotten worse. The public perception of Amelia has gotten literally so out of control. There are various cringe Instagram pages and Twitter pages and TikTok accounts reposting videos of Amelia, and I mean, are the comments really all that surprising? There's really no end in sight at this point, at least as much as slowing down at the very least. No. There are some things that I'm going to be talking about that anger me to my core, and the reason I personally don't see any of these videos or any of this kind of content slowing down soon is because now it is invoking brand deals. And I mean, imagine that. All you've got to do to make a bit of coin and make a whole career out of it is have a child that you barely respect, post the kid to TikTok 24/7, and blast them as a misbehaved, evil, entitled, bratty bitch of a child. And it's exactly what the entire internet seems to believe that Amelia is when it's all just skits. Yes, we made this pretty clear in my previous video, but there's a lot more that we did not even touch the surface of. Still, even after debunking these poor excuses of skits in my previous video, people still think that it's real and that I was just making up conspiracies. Dude, this is not a 2017 Shane Dawson video. What are you saying? We can quite literally clearly see that this mother is using her daughter for attention and fame, and unfortunately, it's working.
Whoa, hey!
I will scream in this whole entire store, and I will kick everything.
You're gonna scream?
Yes, if you don't listen to me.
If I don't listen to her, she's gonna scream. That's what she just said.
Do you want to hear her scream?
No, I don't. I don't want to deal with this. Leave her alone. This is what I deal with.
It is so disgusting to me how this mother is playing up her child to be so evil and knows no bounds, and that she's just a poor, helpless mum who just cannot seem to get her misbehaved, bratty, evil child under control. This is what I deal with? Come off it, babe. Seriously, like, you are not only making these skits at home where Amelia is only really being embarrassed in front of her siblings and TikTok, but now double time. Two-time championship even. She's now doing this in public where real people in real life see how disgusting Amelia's behavior is and feel sorry for the mum. The person who seems to be on a mission to show the entire world just how much Amelia sucks. But it's not Amelia that sucks, it's you, the mum, that sucks. You are literally giving your not even 10-year-old child scripts to read out for social media and provoke hatred, invoke vitriolic, disgusting comments from strangers who, to be quite honest, they said anything like that about, you know, the thing that came out of me. I've been, again, pretty vocal on how I don't want kids, but if I did have a kid, nobody would be talking about him like that. No. You want to say anything to me? I have told myself so much worse. I think I hate myself more than anybody does, okay? I take that crown. I'm not only drama queen, but I'm a self-hating queen. That's why I do not understand whatsoever as to why whenever this mum reads the comments, and she does because she replies to a lot of comments, that she just doesn't care. She doesn't care about the fact that people are out here saying the most horrid shite towards her daughter.
She's gonna scream in this whole entire store if I don't let her do whatever.
Wow, okay, of course you show the bit where Amelia puts chips and Oreos in the cart. It's actually sick at this point, okay? Because just like we mentioned, the mum knows exactly what's happening in the comments. She knows that people are calling her daughter fat. So it's like, are you pandering to those kinds of comments? Are you wanting to invoke more of those kinds of comments? Wow, what mother of the year to you? And a lot of people actually think that she's the mother of the year. No, not joking. Not joking whatsoever. You thought I was? Wow. No. Yes, girl, let's show TikTok that Amelia is putting all of this food into the cart because they will most certainly have amazing, kind-hearted, incredible things to say about Amelia.
She wants to do. Oh my God. This is okay with you. This is why we deal with what we do. Do not go over there, Amelia. You don't even know what you're getting. Now you're just doing it on purpose. Leave them alone. I'm done. I can't even go grocery shopping with my own family anymore. This is insane.
Let me play you the world's smallest violin. Oh, you must be having a real tough time making your daughter act a fool out in public so that you can go home with the recordings of that outing and post it to TikTok where people are going to bully her relentlessly. I mean, guys, she's literally saying and doing this all in front of literal strangers. It kind of tells me that she's begging for somebody in real life to say on camera for her stupid ass skit, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you have to put up with that, mom." Almost begging for somebody in real life to sympathize with your WWE kayfabe storyline. Let's open up the comments. Surely everybody in the comments will realize that this is all horse. None of it is real. It's all fake. Aw, she's pretty. Pretty round. Just like a ball that I would kick with my metal boots. Yappers, is it controversial of me to say that I feel like this mum doesn't really respect or care for her daughter enough to constantly be facilitating these comments? Is that too much? Is that too harsh? But for these comments to stop, that means that the mum would have to stop posting all of these videos making it out that Amelia is just this nightmare child and she couldn't possibly do that. She couldn't possibly stop all of this egregious hate towards her daughter because TikTok clout. Yay! TikTok clout. TikTok clout. Wish you were my mom. Why? So that you could be the next kid blasted all over social media as a really terrible kid, as a kid that needs to be sent away to boarding school and locked up there because they're just way too hard for the parents to deal with. Call super nanny, call super nanny. Every time I see those comments in these comment sections, I just have to imagine that y'all are kids. There is no way. This mum knows exactly what she's doing, knowing that her child will be treated differently based on her appearance alone. But she doesn't care. Sounds so maternal and motherly, doesn't it? A belt would fix your issues. Actually, what would fix this woman's issues is if she went to therapy. I am really not going to sit here and pretend like I am a know-it-all and I know everything about there is to psychology, but I think I know one thing. This isn't normal. It's not normal to blast your kid on social media like this. Because like we're going to be getting into a little bit, a lot of these videos replicate what literally took place on Daddy 05. And that is in terms of the screaming, of the yelling, because whenever I watch these, I genuinely feel uncomfortable. I don't care. Screaming and yelling at a kid, it'll always make me feel uncomfortable. Thank you very much. There is no healthy-minded individual that would participate in this behavior, let alone subject their children to this much hate, this much vitriol, this much harassment. But I think it's starting to become more clear what's at play here. Something that we didn't even touch the surface of in my previous video. I think that it is Ashley Vlaz's goal, the mum, to land herself and her daughter on Dr. Phil to have her bad baby Danielle Bregoli moment. When in reality, she's kind of signing her daughter up for hell on earth. You just can't convince me otherwise. Very strategic to respond to the "you need Dr. Phil" comment by saying this.
Dr. Phil? Dr. Phil,
Is Dr. Phil gonna give me $1,300 back that my daughter spent on a Persian cat? Is Dr. Phil gonna rehome this cat that I did not want? Is Dr. Phil gonna have a talk with Amelia and tell her to stop using her mother's debit card and ordering just a bunch of random to her house?
Well, it's all clear to me now. Is it to you? This mother, who's humiliating her daughter on the daily over on TikTok, has the goal of going on Dr. Phil to further capitalize off of the out of control, entitled, cannot be tamed, bratty child narrative to see if she can bank on her and Amelia going on to this show to become the next bad baby, start a rap career, get lost in things that Amelia probably didn't want in the very first place. And look, obviously, we do not know this child whatsoever. They're not even 10 yet. I'm sure that Amelia doesn't even know what she wants to do with her life yet. But if I can take a wild guess here, I would guess that it's this mother's dream to push Amelia in this direction. She wants her kid to be spoken down to on Dr. Phil as if she's a real misbehaving, out of control, bratty kid, as if she's really spending thousands of dollars on your credit card that isn't actually happening. You're just purchasing a bunch of really expensive stuff and trying to justify these purchases by using them for TikTok skits against your daughter.
Is Dr. Phil gonna take care of all my problems? Please let me know how Dr. Phil is gonna help me. Is he gonna reach in his pocket and give me the $1,300 that she spent? You know what? Scratch that. We're up to about $7,000 now that Amelia has spent in 2 months. Dr. Phil, I need your help.
If Dr. Phil and his team were to really genuinely take on this story, I would be so disappointed, dude. And it's very hard to disappoint me. Okay, and it's not like I have a lot of faith in Dr. Phil to begin with, because if you know, you know. We have all of this information in this video and in my previous video that it's all fake, that it's all skits, that it's all for show. Just trying to build a career off of the back of humiliating a child. A child, bro.
Apparently, you can help me. So you know what? Everybody go ahead, tag Dr. Phil, let him know that I need his help. You know, come on, Dr. Phil, help me out here. I'm gonna need you to return the cat that got sent to my home. Do you have anything for Dr. Phil?
He's gonna say, hey, Robin, can you just write a check and take care of that for her? Because she's a great parent, and her daughter's just bad.
Dr. Phil.
Oh, so the boyfriend or the dad is in on it too. Doesn't make it any better if it was the first or the former. You know, these are one of those topics that genuinely just make you feel awful, doesn't it? All they want is money and attention, and they're quite clearly telling that to us straight to our faces out in the open. They're not trying to hide it, especially after watching this TikTok. It is very clear, it is very apparent that, you know, Amelia is just being used for something so much bigger. It's why content has been ramped up of Amelia. It's why they're introducing all of these random characters into these skits, because getting on Dr. Phil, from what we have seen, from what we can gather by using our eyes, I mean, I can only really use one of them, but it's to go on Dr. Phil. All of it is to go on Dr. Phil. There was a video posted of Amelia supposedly breaking a $15,000 antique piano. To save you time, she didn't actually break it. She was just playing around and supposedly scribbled on the pool table behind her, feeding further into this narrative that Amelia is a ticking time bomb, that no matter what you do, where you take her, she's just gonna cause trouble. Just a little bit of a heads up, this TikTok that I'm about to play you has a lot of screaming. A lot of screaming. Something similar that you probably would have seen on Daddy05 back in the day, with how much he used to scream at his kids, specifically that one kid, for views and attention. But today it's kind of praised. But today with this TikTok account, it's like, wow, you're the best mum ever, because my anger issues could never, you know, my mum would put me in a grave. Yeah, it's probably because it's not actually real. It isn't real.
Have absolutely no idea why all of this shit is here. You have to stop, Amelia. You have to stop. An 80-inch TV plus all this shit. What are you doing? You promised me you wouldn't order anything off my cards anymore. You promised.
Just listen to her go on and on and on and on. What actually most likely happened is that the mum bought all of that stuff based on the coin she made from humiliating her daughter over on TikTok. But yeah, let's just keep this narrative going that Amelia steals your credit card and buys all of these things, and how Dr. Phil should reimburse you for this money because it's all about money. It's all about money. Money really is the root of all evil. Like.
Too bad I lied.
Amelia, why do you need an 80-inch TV?
So me and Boy can watch TV in our room.
YouTube videos? You need an 80-inch? I don't even have an 80-inch. I'm done. I'm turning my cards off. This is it. I'm turning them off. You lied. I cannot trust you.
I'm gonna send you to a home.
You're going to send me to a home?
No, to a whole old folks home.
You're going to send me to an old folks home. Too bad I'm not that old. Okay?
Then I'm gonna send you to a mental hospital.
Because I don't want you using my cards. I can't trust you, so I have to shut them off. I'm shutting them off.
This kid is either nervous or forgetting her lines mid-sentence. I love your guys' scripts. They're so funny. Babe, I clicked onto your profile and you, as a mother, find this funny? What are you doing to your kids at home? Are you screaming at them for jokes? For laughs as well? Like, look, I am not the funny police by any means, okay? I don't claim myself to be a comedian. I'm actually not really that funny. But a genuine question, where are the punchlines here? Where are the jokes? What actually about all of this is getting a ha-ha, hoo-hoo, lola mouth from you? How is it funny to watch a child act out a narrative her mother wrote for her to go on Dr. Phil so that her family benefits from it? And I'm going to repeat what I said in my last video. It is going to affect Amelia in the future with relationships, with jobs, with friends, when she I don't even know if she's at, school yet, but most of all, it'll get to her mental health, because I can only imagine, what Disney stars had to go through, what influencer kids have to go through, and you can only imagine how many copycats are now going to come up off of this kind of account. Then there's obviously the same kinds of videos posted, like Amelia spending Ashley's money at a nail salon, introducing random characters into these skits to make them seem more realistic, then having Amelia flash Ashley's rent money around and acting like a spoiled brat over it. Honestly, this entire situation is so disturbing to me. Social media loves this kind of content. You want to know why? Because a lot of people are drones. A lot of people are AI bots who don't really have anything going on up in here. So they watch these kind of videos and they're like, haha, Amelia fat. Wow, very telltale sign that you are a bot. But if I haven't said it enough, I hate that this happens to kids nowadays, because it's such an easy way for parents to make money, to just use their kids as cash cows at what is going on in 2024. So with all of that being said, everybody, what are your thoughts and opinions on this entire situation? Let me know down in the comment section below, because this is a discussion I want to keep on going, because doing this to kids on social media should not be as common as it is, but unfortunately, it is. So with all of that being said, everybody, thank you for your stay at Yappersville today. I hope to see you again in my next video. Now you take care of yourself, and most of all, love your fucking selves.